What's up, folks? This is Corey Cameradiner. Just got done with my second day of class in Clearwater, Florida. Been taking business brokerage courses, learning to analyze balance sheets, profit and loss statements, income statements, to be able to reconcile books of companies that are looking to sell their business. And something we're getting into with a new division of newhomeprograms.com. It's called NHP, Commercial Real Estate and Business Brokerage. We will be helping people to buy businesses and also helping business owners to sell their businesses. So obviously, if you're going to buy a business, you need to know that there's value in it, because you don't want to buy something that has no value at all. It's a waste of time and waste of effort. And obviously, if you're looking to buy a business, you have to look at the assets that they have, because you'll be purchasing those assets as well as the income. Are they making a profit? When you buy a business, you're looking to really buy the profit that the company is making, so that when you take over the company, you're going to be able to feed your family. You don't want to buy a business that's losing money and just taking all your time managing it, and then you're not getting paid for your effort. So I came to a 4-day class in Clearwater, Florida. The curriculum is designed by IBBA, which is the International Business Brokers Association. So I'm a member of that. Also, it was hosted by the BBF, which is the Business Brokers of Florida, which is America's largest association of business brokerages, very tightly organized in Florida. This is probably the most organized state when it comes to buying and selling of businesses. They got their own MLS and everything. So strange thing happened to me yesterday. I'm sitting in this class, and the gracious host is a company, which is a business brokerage called Murphy Business Brokerage. They do franchises, business brokerage, a little bit of commercial real estate. So I'm sitting in this building, and I'm just listening to the conversations, the teaching, the training. I'm shaking hands with a bunch of people. There's people that was in the class that say, "Hey, I know you from Facebook. You never met me before, but I'm on your page, and I know your wife." And people from Venezuela, from Brazil, people coming all the way from Miami, Florida, Naples, Orlando. There's someone from, I believe, Pennsylvania. So IBBA is an international thing. So, and the thing is, this curriculum, it is designed that if you take a bunch of classes, you'll end up with a designation called a certified business broker. So it's kind of like when you're in real estate, you get the GRI, it's the Graduate, Realtor Institute, or if you get the CIPS, a Certified International Property Specialist. So it's that level. You got to take tons of classes, pay thousands of dollars, and take exams and things, and go to a conference where they swear you in that you are certified. But it's just a higher level. It's like an accountant getting a CPA behind their name there. So, but I'm sitting in this company called Murphy, and I noticed there's an older gentleman in the back. And when everybody went around and introduced himself, I heard him say that his name was Jack Murphy. I'm like, wow, with a name like that, that guy has to be successful. Just think about it. Jack Murphy. This guy was, just designated to be someone important. So after everything was said and done, I went back and I said, listen, this building, this office, conference room that we're using, I see the name Murphy on the building. Are you the owner? Jack Murphy. And he says, I am. I said, wait a minute. When I looked for the address to this place, I had to go to your website. And so you're the owner of this real estate, not even real estate, business brokerage, because they do businesses. But not only is he the owner, he franchised his business. So I'm sitting in this conference room. I'm looking up on the wall. I see a map of all these little dots all over the United States of America, and 2 of the dots are in Canada. So I said, I saw that you franchised this. When did you do it? Why did you do it? And how's it working now? And he tells me the story about in 2006. He was running all over Florida, had 30 business brokerage offices being managed by him and one other guy. And he said he just got tired of, managing all the offices. So in 2006, he decided to go ahead and franchise. And he says, a lot of people don't know that when you franchise your business, just the application and the paperwork to get approved, through the government is $100,000 just for the application. He said, but it was worth it. And so we're looking now 10 years into the future. This guy's company, there's 187 franchises that is this guy's company. Now, if you looked at my Facebook page probably about a week ago, I mentioned something on there about the 6-year anniversary of new home programs, how we've grown. And before it was like, I'm going to control this thing, make sure that only good people come into the company. I didn't want other people to buy the rights to our name because, I couldn't, vouch for their integrity. But, the Lord's doing something different now. And many prophets came and said, listen, that company you have, it'll be a franchise. I said, no, it's not going to be a franchise. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to relinquish control. But then suddenly in the last 30 days, somebody's been telling me franchise. So got everything organized with the company and wanted to see what it looks like in my head. And next thing I know, I'm sitting next to a guy and he says, yeah, I own the franchise. I got 187 locations. And I didn't know, but I was sitting in the corporate office for this entire empire of the United States of America. The guy owns the whole building. He says, by the way, let me show you my operation. So I don't know if you know about Hezekiah when he opened up his kingdom, but this guy, he just showed me his kingdom. You see, and I was able to ask some questions. Now, how many people do you know that own a business that's a franchise? Do you know the owner of Chick-fil-A? Do you know the owners of Wendy's? Or, do you know the owner of Keller Williams, which they probably have about 400 franchises the last time I checked. So this was someone that I was just saying a week ago that new home programs will be a franchise. Many people from around the nation call and say, hey, won't you bring it to our state? Won't you bring it to our city? I've been saying, no. We're going to keep this thing hidden. It's for us. We're going to, keep it in our backyard and, we're going to bless the people that we want to bless. But now it's an opportunity that we'll start to franchise, So this guy shows me how all the offices across the nation, he prints all the marketing. He showed me all the printing machines. He showed me equipment that stuffs all his mailers into envelopes and, how they buy lists. And he has a telemarketing group there that, calls on leads across the nation. And he sends the leads to all his branches that, are owned by the different franchisees. And so he's given me a lot of wisdom. And I'm thinking never in a million years would I have been in a position to talk to someone who's already done. He's already done what we're about to do. The last time this happened to me, it was about 6 years ago, and we just opened up newhomeprograms.com, the first office in Houston, and I was going to HCC, taking more real estate classes, to accelerate my broker's license because you needed 900 hours to be a broker. So the instructors of the real estate degree program, they found favor with me, and they said, we'd like you to be a mentor because one, you're a broker, you own your own company, and you're young. And we have a lot of young people in real estate that they don't really see young brokers, that own companies that are hiring and doing good things. So I volunteered. I was, a mentor to the real estate degree program. And every quarter when they start, or every semester when they started school, I had to go in there and tell them who I was. And, this is what I can do for you. I can mentor you. Come and hang out at the office. And so there's a bunch of other brokers, maybe 5 other, but the majority of them, they were old, 50 years old, 60 years old, 70 years old. And, the way that they talked about their business, to the students, in my mind, it's like what they tell you to do, I'm doing opposite. And when I started to speak, I spoke with authority. Yes, they say to do this, but I say, if you want to make the money, do this and you have a long career. And, a lot of them criticized me, except for one guy, a little short guy, looked like he was Italian, had solid white hair. He pulls me to the side and he says, listen, I heard you speak. Don't listen to what these other brokers say because they're fools. He said, I rode into Houston many years ago, almost had no money to my name, and now I'm one of the most wealthy, prosperous, not just brokers, but also a developer. Let me tell you who this guy was. This was George Solansky. This is the owner of Urban Living. This guy came into town and only sought after buyers. He didn't even go after listings, buyers. And he was selling high-end condos in the inner loop. He made so much money that he started buying entire blocks, and then he became the developer, the builder of high-end condos. A lot of the high-end condos right now in the 610 loop, guess what? He's the one who built them. You see? So the last time this happened, where the Lord put me next to a person that spoke into my ear and says, listen, what you're doing, you get it. You're going to go places because what you're saying you're going to do, we've already done it and we know that it works. Check it out. Go on the internet and look up urban living. They got the finance company. They even got like a luxury car division. They have people that come out with Lamborghinis and Ferraris and just hang out in front of their building. Look at the building that George Solansky built. Urban Living, check him out. Very wealthy guy. But also check out Murphy Business Brokerage. And then you can look at their website. So the point of this is that when God gives you a word and he tells you to act on it, even if you have no idea what you're doing, and if you just obey and you move by faith, I promise you, he will bring someone into your life that already did exactly what you're going to do. And normally it's an older generation. That's what we call passing down the mantle. That's how I look at it. So when I see a guy like this and he asks me, do you want to see my facility? When everyone in the class would say, oh, no, that's okay. That's okay. I said, listen, it's an honor and it's a privilege. I would never give this up. So lead the way. And I promise you, I got so much knowledge just today by asking simple questions to someone who's already been there and done it. 187 offices. Think about it. In 10 years, 187 offices. 10 years. Most people struggle with having one office and they can't even keep one office open. This guy got 187. Think about that. So check him out on the internet. I'm just in shock. I just got done driving from class. I was in Clearwater. It took me about 45 minutes to get back to my hotel, but I wanted to put this thing on video to make a record, because a lot of people say, oh man, you say God talks and God speaks and you know the power of God, this and that. This is a record. Stay tuned for what you're about to see soon with newhomeprograms.com. Bless you.